folks, this is Sandy Hovatter. I want to talk to you today about a program that comes with Windows that I'm always surprised that many people don't know about. It provides just a wealth of information, and that is Windows Explorer. You're looking at my desktop, and here we have Windows Explorer. Now, it's not to be confused with Windows Internet Explorer. That is an internet browser. Windows Explorer allows you to see the files on your computer. There are two ways to get there. If you have an icon on your desktop for Windows Explorer, you can get there from there. Or if not, you certainly have a My Computer icon. So I'm going to click on My Computer, and I'm going to make it full screen. And this screen will show you all of the drives that you have available to you. I'm going to click on our M drive because that's where we keep most of our files. Now, you'll notice that in this, it's going to show the path of the drive that you're on up here in the address, but I like to see that down in the main part of the program. So you can click on Folders, and it shows us directly where in your computer you're located. Now, to learn a little bit about what this program does, I'm going to take you into our DDP files, and let's go down to the website files. You can see that you haven't seen very many of my files yet, and that's because we put our files in subdirectories or folders. Using folders can help you organize your life tremendously. If I had all of my files that are associated with this subdirectory just right here under website, things would be a mess. Let me show you something you can do. From here, I can click on the word website or the folder, and I can, I'm sorry, that was a right click, and it brings up a context-sensitive menu. When I come down here to Properties, I can click that, and it's going to do some calculating, and it's telling me I have 1.14 gigabytes of files in that folder, and that 1.14 is made up of 9,550 files. So again, you can see if all that 9,000 files were right there, things would be a mess. We wouldn't be able to find anything. Well, let's go to our image library. You may not see files like this when you open your My Computer because there are several different ways to view files. We'll come back to this view, but let's go to one that's more common, and that is the thumbnail view. This is especially good if you're looking at images. You can see this is our images folder, and I can quickly see what is in the file or what the file is an image of. But I don't have a lot of information about the file. So my preferred method is to go go up in the menu or the picture menu, click on that icon and go to Details, and you can see it's more of a list. Let me show you first a difference. There is simply a list, and that is just a full list of everything in that folder. But I prefer Details, which gives me a list with a lot of other information. You can see up here we've got column headings. I'm showing name, size, type, date modified, and the dimensions. If I want to show others, I can right-click in this area, and some of the options are listed. I can click on More, move this up here, and you can see a long list of types of information that I can display. On your own computer, you'll get a better look at it when you try this, but for example, I can click on Date Created, and I'll say OK, and it added that column, Date Created. That might be an important piece of information for you. Now you can click on any of these column heads, and all of the data in that folder is sorted based on the information in that column. You see here name, there's a little triangle there. That means the data is currently sorted by name. If I click on name again, it will sort from Z to A instead of A to Z. So I'll click again so that I have a sort that makes sense to me. But let's say if I want to click on size, and I'm going to do it twice so that I have the biggest files up here at the top. If you are backing things up, sometimes you want to know what can I fit on one disk, and you can select files. I just randomly stopped there, and then come down here in the very bottom. You'll see it tells me that I've selected 27 objects, and over here to the right it tells me that those 27 objects are 300 megs. So you can use the size column to figure something, to perhaps determine how many files you can get on a subdirectory, or if you know you're looking for a big file but you don't know the name, you can sort by that. Sort by type. A lot of times we will want to take all the files of a given type. For example, I might want all the JPEG files. And so if I click by type, I can easily select all the JPEGs. And it tells me that there are 78 JPEGs in this subdirectory or folder, and they take up 28.3 megs. If you know you've worked on a file recently, you can click and sort by date modified, and it'll bring those that you have most recently modified up to the top. Now notice I had all those JPEGs selected, and they are still selected. They're still highlighted in the dark blue, but they're no longer all together. They're spread apart because I've sorted by date. So generally I prefer to sort by file name. I'm going to click over here to deselect all of those. We find File Explorer to be invaluable and use it every day. Use it to find files, use it to move files. You can easily copy a file. Let me select these 3 Photoshop files. I can right click, I can open them, edit, preview, print. You can read for yourself, but one of the things that I like is that you can directly from File Explorer, if you have WinZip installed, it will allow you to zip those files. Here you can cut or copy the files, delete, or rename them. Also, you can find out properties. We'll give you, move this up here, information about that specific file. That's it. There is more to the program, but I just wanted to give you a brief introduction. I recommend that you give it a shot. Open it, play with it a little bit. Be careful that you don't accidentally delete things. The only way you'll do that is if you have something selected and you hit your delete key, or you right click and go down to where it says delete and you click on that. So you can move files around, play with them, see what kind of information works for you. This is Sandy Hovatter of Data Designs Publishing, and I hope this has been helpful. Until next time, bye-bye.